Howdy, y'all. This is Proverbs 30 in the NIRV for October 30th, 2023. The sayings of Agur. These sayings are the words of Agur, son of Jacob. These sayings came from God. This man said to Ithiel, I am weary, God, but I can still have success. Surely I am only a dumb animal and not a man. I don't understand as other men do. I haven't learned wisdom, and I don't know the things the Holy One knows. Who has gone up to heaven and come down? Whose hands have gathered up the wind? Who has wrapped up the waters in a coat? Who set in place all the boundaries of the earth? What is his name? What is his son's name? Surely you know. Every word of God is perfect. He's like a shield to those who trust in him. He keeps them safe. Don't add to his words. If you do, he will correct you. He will prove that you are a liar. Lord, I ask you for two things. Don't refuse me before I die. Keep lies far away from me. Don't make me either poor or rich, but give me only the bread I need each day. If you don't, I might have too much. Then I might say I don't know you. I might say, who is the Lord? Or I might become poor and steal. That would bring shame to the name of my God. Don't tell lies about a servant when you talk to their master. If you do, they will curse you and you will pay for your lies. Some people curse their fathers, others don't bless their mothers. Some are pure in their own eyes, but their dirty sins haven't been washed away. Some have eyes that are very proud. They look down on others. Some people have teeth like swords. The teeth in their jaws are as sharp as knives. They're ready to eat up the poor people of the earth. They're ready to eat up those who are the most needy. A leech has two daughters. They cry out, give, give. Three things are never satisfied. Four things never say enough. The first is a grave. The second is a woman who can't have a baby. The third is land which never gets enough water. And the fourth is fire which never says enough. One person makes fun of their father. Another doesn't honor their mother when she is old. The ravens of the valley will peck out their eyes. Then the vultures will eat them. Three things are too amazing for me. There are four things I don't understand. The first is the way of an eagle in the sky. The second is the way of a snake on a rock. The third is the way of a ship on the ocean. And the fourth is the way of a man with a young woman. This is the way of a woman who commits adultery. She eats and wipes her mouth, and then she says, I haven't done anything wrong. Under three things the earth shakes. Under four it can't stand up. The first is a servant who becomes a king. The second is a foolish and ungodly person who gets plenty to eat. The third is a mean woman who gets married. And the fourth is a servant who takes the place of the woman she works for. Four things on earth are small, but they are very wise. The first are ants, which aren't very strong, but they store up their food in the summer. The second are hyraxes, which aren't very powerful, but they make their home among the rocks. The third are locusts, which don't have a king, but they all march forward in ranks. And the fourth are lizards, which your hand can catch, but you will find them in kings' palaces. Three things walk as if they were kings. Four things move as kings do. The first is a lion, which is mighty among the animals. It doesn't back away from anything. The second is a rooster, which walks proudly. The third is a billy goat. And the fourth is a king who's secure against any who might oppose him. Do you do foolish things? Do you think you're better than others? Do you plan evil? If you do, put your hand over your mouth and stop talking. If you churn cream, you will produce butter. If you twist a nose, you will produce blood. And if you stir up anger, you will produce a fight. So, I don't know. I always like this chapter. It's not even from Solomon. It's from somebody else, and it's kind of written down, passed down. But it says that it's not just his wise sayings, but that they came from God. So I guess several people had come together and decided that this was, from a word from the Lord, or these pieces. I'm weary, God, but I can still have success. Yeah, I don't understand as other men do, and I haven't learned wisdom. So I feel a lot of days. It's like, I don't feel like I've learned anything or know anything. I don't want to do a disservice to myself, but I mean, everything I ever knew was just a drop in the bucket. There are plenty who knew more than me. What is his name and what is his son's name? Once again, gotta ask the meaning of this. Don't add to his words. If you do, he'll correct you and prove that you're a liar. And then don't make me too rich and don't let me be too poor. Just give me exactly what I need for your honor, so that I don't dishonor you trying to do what I feel like I need to do. I don't know if the camera caught that. That was my back popping. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know if that was a good or bad move. They're pure in their own eyes. They curse their fathers and they don't bless their mothers, and their dirty sins haven't been washed away. Sounds like a lot of people, right? There are people who are predators and who are looking to take advantage of the weak and the poor. Their teeth are like daggers. And then several different mysteries. 3 things, 4 things. I think those bear reading by themselves again. Basically, once again, stop talking. If you're doing bad stuff, if you're planning bad things, if you've been doing bad things, put your hand over your mouth. Stop talking. That's the first step. It's about that time of night. Back is just driving me. I'm not even going to drive tonight because 12 hours from now, I don't know what I'm looking at the time on the video. Oh my gosh, 7 hours from now, I need to be on the move to location for a catering job, so I'm not even going to deal with driving tonight. And then the tire alarm is off, so I don't know if I have a particular problem with the tire or if it's just because it's so cold getting into the 20s tonight. So I got to go check that out too. So I'm going to sign off a bit early. As much as I like exploring this chapter, I don't feel like I have a lot to say about it tonight. I ordered some fancy inks for my fancy fountain pen for my fancy notebooks, so I'm looking forward to using those, but as a lefter with poor handwriting, might be more aspirational than anything. But it's also something to get good at, to get better at and practice, so looking forward to that. But if you're watching this, I hope you've been blessed today. And if not, stop and consider how you are blessed. Go with God.